I was the superstar until we got divorced, and then I was banished to my RV trailer in our driveway.
What up, guys? Welcome to my reaction series. I am Pearl Davis, and if you want to support me, the link is in the description. So, today we are talking about a topic that we cover often on this show: how men really are wrecked in this divorce and family court system. And today we have a guy that says he was the best father in the world until divorce ruined his life. Let's see what he has to say.
I watched a video from another creator last night that made an interesting point that during my marriage, I was the best man ever. I was the most supportive husband ever. I was the most supportive dad ever. I coached flag football. I coached wrestling for 6 years while my little boys were wrestling. I coached youth basketball while my oldest daughter was on that team.
And there's this idea amongst conservatives. They will often shame men for not being good men, not being godly men, because they got divorced, when a lot of times it's completely out of their control. They did everything they were supposed to do on paper, but they demonize red pillars for trying to give men the right information, which is that you might not get it. You might not get a good deal. You might do everything right and it blows up in your face. You just don't know. You're not in control.
I hauled my kids everywhere for their youth rodeos. We practiced for 4-H shows and rodeos almost every day through the summer. I was their roping coach. I was the one who shod their horses. Was also their horse dentist, and I was the mechanic and the farmer and the initial dog trainer in our dog business. And I was the one who worried about finding the pallets of dog food that we used in our business. I was the one tasked with finding the hay for all the horses and feeding the cows and calving out the cows. And I was the superstar until we got divorced. And then I was banished to my RV trailer in our driveway.
And it's so humiliating for men because a lot of times they're the ones that made all the home improvements on the house. They put their blood, sweat, and tears into the house. Homes for women, they say that women make a house a home, but I disagree. I think that men make a house a home, because most of the things that women do include buying things that really are overpriced decorating, where the men are the ones fixing things. They're making the house work. They're mowing the lawn. They're fixing the plumbing when it goes wrong, the electricity. It's not the women that are doing that stuff. So it drives me nuts because a lot of women, they always want to take credit for what the men do. And so, men love fixing up their house. And then in the divorce, women take it from them.
And then I was a dangerous dad. I wasn't an abusive dad, but I was coined dangerous. She told the kids that I would be a danger to her if they told me that they were moving to another state before they did. She then started to tell our neighbors that I was dangerous and mean and manipulative. So it's really...
And a lot of times the women have been ruining the men's reputation for years before. And I mean, I've had women do this to me too. When you say something they don't like, they go to extreme lengths to ruin your life. I mean, I've had lawsuits thrown at me. I've had pedo accusations thrown at me. The effed up shit women will do, they go to the ends of the earth to ruin your life. They do. I've had, accusations of racism, sexism, homophobia, and you get so irritated from this stuff. It's like, women, we're going to F around and find out. The same way a lot of black people are finding out that white people are sick of being called racist. F it, we'll become racist. We keep calling men abusive. What do you think is going to happen? They're not going to care if people call them that anymore. They're not. And you mess around, you might find out. Men might actually become the things we keep calling them.
Interesting that while we are married to these highly volatile and manipulative women, that we are the greatest man on earth. And the second the divorce enters the picture, apparently we are on the right hand of the devil. This really is the perfect definition of toxicity. Now, when we are in the storm of all of this, we don't realize it because we're literally in a cloud of cortisol-induced reaction. And it's really, really difficult to see all of these details when you're in the middle of the sheer chaos. But looking back, I can see how toxic it was. I can see how ironic all of it is. It is truly amazing to
And the
me.
truth does come out in the end. The same way Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, the truth did come out eventually, but not until after she damaged him for years. Yet he wasn't even married to that woman. How crazy is that?
How hard it is to see out from the inside. I had a lot of people in my life who were on the outside looking in, and they tried to warn me. They tried to caution me.
Yeah, a lot of times people close to her know that she's crazy. But when a man's in love, he overlooks everything. Bad relationship with the family, overlooks it. Overlook everything.
Because I was in the whirlwind, I couldn't see it.
And that's what you get. This happens to a lot of good men, good fathers, and good husbands. They get accusations of abuse thrown at them, and the entire town thinks they're a terrible person when really they did nothing wrong. Men do not get the benefit of the doubt in this society. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you next time.